Hello and welcome back to the intermediate Java tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about enum types. So let's go ahead, let's close our interface tutorial, close all, and let's make a new Java project. Tutorial 02 enum types. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our package com.sshsgd .tut02. Alright, so last time we looked at interface, so that's one of the three, and now let's look at this enum. Alright, so everything has a name, so let's make an enum for platforms. Alright, so I'm going to read you from the Java docs from Oracle. An enum type is a special type it's a special data type that enables for a variable to be set of a predefined constants. The variable must be equal to one of the values that have been predefined for it. Common examples include compass directions, values of north, south, east, west, and the days of the week. So right now we're doing platforms. So let's go ahead and do one PC and Android. So, oops, if I can spell Android, there we go. Alright, so you can add as many as you want. This is pretty much how they are. So they're constant. So they're all caps. You can do, Mac, you can do Wii, you can do Linux, whatever you want. Just make sure they're all caps. So that is an enum. So you can let's implement this enum. So let's go ahead and make a new class. Call it how app place. Alright? So one way to do an enum is how we did, we actually did an enumeration in Pong, but we did it with our game state. So public static final int PC equals 0, right? And you can do that again and do Android equals 1, and they can be whatever value as long as they're not the same, right? Remember we did that in Pong, and so yeah, and I think we use enums in Space Invaders. I don't remember right now, but anyway, so now we obscure whatever the number value actually is. It doesn't really matter. So it pretty much works like any variable. So we make a private. We're gonna make it private. Platforms, right? We gave it a name, platforms, and we're gonna call this platform. All right. So we actually, we don't have to import it, we're in the same package. Okay, so let's go ahead and do source generate constructor using fields and click OK. So let's get rid of this super, and let's just to show what happens when you print out just a platform, because you can do that. So you can see it allows it acts like an object. So that's how you do that. You can do a public, now let's do a public void. Print how app runs. Alright, so there are two ways you can do this. So you can do what's called a switch case, which I have not taught you guys, but if you guys know what a switch case is, you can use it if you want. Switch platform, and this is pretty much just when you have a variable that can have only specific values, you do case, whatever code break you have to give it a value, so you do case PC, whatever, you do case Android, and this is good for enum types, but we don't really need to use this. We don't need to learn it. It's not really standard anymore, really. It's just not that big of an importance. It's actually better to just do if statements. So you can also compare them using if statements. So this dot platform is equal to platform. So just like a static platform, just like a static field, you have to do the name of the class dot, and then let's do Android first, because whatever. Sys out running the Android SDK. Alright, and let's do else if this dot platform is equal to platforms dot PC. Oops. So as you can see, you can do an else, but we don't really need to. Sysout running whatever the framework the dev chose. Alright, so let's go ahead, and that's our simple implementation. And now let's go into our main. So go ahead, do call new class main public static void main string args. And we're going to go and we're going to make how app plays HAP1, and then we're going to do the same thing, HAP2. Alright, so we're going to do HAP1 is equal to new how app plays, and then we're just going to give it platforms.pc. Alright, and we're going to do HAP1 dot print how to play. So let's take a look at that. So as you can see in our constructor, it printed PC. It just prints this. The toString of an enum is just the name of the enum, printing whatever framework the dev chose. All right, let's try it. Let's try it with 2 equals new how app plays. Just give it platforms dot android HAP2 dot print how app runs. Okay. So Android running the Android SDK. So, yeah, this is actually a really good way of doing these kind of constant things, where if it's one, it does the other. If it's not, it does a different thing. I'm teaching you this because we're going to use this in our games. All of our game states, we're going to have like an enum. You can actually do an enum in here, so you can do like public enum like that, and we're gonna call this one whatever states, and you can do like, you know, play state, oops, you know, game over state, you know, all that. So that's why I'm teaching you guys, because we are going to be doing that in the future. So thank you very much for watching, and have a good one. See ya.